Well, good afternoon, Newberg and beyond, I like to say. It is time for Wine and Whiskers. I'm auctioneer Patrick, and I couldn't be more happy to be back with you this year as we raise a lot of money for the amazing Newberg Animal Shelter, and it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic week. Before we dive in, I want to make sure that we would love to have you jump in that chat box right there on the screen and say hello. We'd love to watch and answer any questions you may have. So feel free, drop them in there. We'd be having a lot of fun. So without further ado, I am so honored to once again be joined by one of the three musketeers or the three something that run Wine and Whiskers. She's a board member and a longtime supporter of animals in Newberg and beyond. Please put your virtual hands together for the one and only Barb Lipinski.
Oh,
how are you, Barb? It's Wine and Whiskers.
Well. It is. It has started.
It has started, and this is an exciting year. We're starting the 11th year of Wine and Whiskers, right? We're starting our second decade. Yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome, and we've refreshed the event. We've done some different things. It's going to be great. We're going to talk about that in the later in the program. But as we get started, Barb, tell us a little bit about how you're excited for the event and some of the folks that we need to thank and our sponsors.
Well, this is going to be an exciting event because for us it's a new venue. We decided we wanted to try out a different place and a different look. So it's going to be a little bit earlier than normal. It starts at 4 o'clock on Saturday, May 2nd. And it's at the beautiful Abbey Road Winery, just kind of between Carlton and Lafayette. They have a gorgeous property and a really great venue. So we're just kind of mixing it up and starting sort of a new look this year. Very excited about that. And we are very grateful to them and to our two vets that always sponsor us, which is Family Pet Service and Newberg Vet Hospital. And then we have some other sponsors too. We have JK Paint and American Steel, and a huge thanks to Cathedral Ridge Winery.
Yes.
If you ever had their wine, you need to do it. It's just great. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're even getting support from Breakside, and I mean, what a long list of donors and supporters, and it doesn't happen without their support, right, Barb? I mean,
right? Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It's a big undertaking to rent a venue, to gather everybody together and all the things, and you and Deb and Kathy have done a wonderful job, and I'm so excited to see the refreshed event. I think it's going to be amazing, and hopefully, hopefully that grows our impact on the shelter. And speaking of impact, tell us a little bit about how the funds raised over the next 9 days or so will impact the animals in the shelter in itself.
Oh, well, hugely. As you know, everything is costing more these days, sadly. So we do depend on Wine and Whiskers for a portion of our operations. All of those expenses, as I've just said, have gone up like everyone else's. So this is very important that we try to raise money at this event. And then we have some projects that we would like to accomplish at the shelter. Most of them are capital. If we have a little extra money, then we can kind of hit the list as it, we prioritize the list. Still working on that building, believe it or not. We have all kinds of wish list things. Ultimately, we would love to have a spay neuter clinic on site. That is a goal that is probably fairly lofty because it would be fairly expensive. But everything that we raise goes 100% to operating for the animals, serving them, trying to get them their new homes, and just trying to serve our community as best as we can.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have been in business for a fair amount of time here, and obviously the growth in the Newberg area, just that whole valley has been ridiculously fantastic. But it's been a lot, which just has impacted y'all. I mean,
Oh,
uh,
yeah. Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
y'all's
I
growth
mean,
is pretty amazing.
we get animals from all over the county and
Yeah,
even
yeah.
beyond.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean, it's always shocking to me how shelters just the impact and how people do what they do with animals.
yeah, it,
Unfortunately. So
it's it's definitely, it takes a certain kind of person to work at the shelter, and we have just a fantastic staff. We have people that are just very compassionate and feel very strongly about helping animals in general, and then specifically to the ones that do come to us, that we try to find them their homes.
yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
good
So
work,
and
hard work, but
yeah,
good.
yeah. Well, and you combine the volunteers working on it and the staff. I mean, it's an amazing project. I'm always honored to be involved with this event because I know what a difference it makes in the lives of these animals.
Yes,
And so, I'm going to encourage everybody to get involved. And the great part about it, Barb, is that we have so many ways, right? You don't have to be available to join us on May 2nd at Abbey Road Farm and Winery to participate and support the
right,
work of the Newberg Animal Shelter. So, how about I dive in a little bit and show folks how they can get involved and
great.
take advantage of these amazing opportunities that we have in our first and foremost with our online auction. I mean, the team has put together an amazing online auction. So, folks, it couldn't be any easier. You don't ever have to forget this name. Wineandwhiskers.org will take you right to Wine and Whiskers at all times of the year, 12 months out of the year. If you go to wineandwhiskers.org, you'll have the latest event up on your screen. Once you get there, I'm going to encourage you to register. Okay. And the reason I'm going to do that is when you do, it will our software platform Octria will send you a little email so that you can confirm your email address, and then you can also download the Octria app at that point. And I always find it's one of my favorite apps of all times because I can manage all my bids, I can see my activity at the event, all those different things are right on that Octary app. So make sure you download the app. There'll be a link in the email, makes it easy. You can follow all the action, right? And so it'll be fantastic. Once you've done that, come on back to the website and either through the app or through your computer, whatever works best for you. I always like to watch, Barb. It's funny, I can see the statistics, and before the event goes live, we usually have about 70% of our folks log in from their laptops or their tablets, and only about 30% are on their phone. And then once we
Uh-huh.
went live, like we did this morning, it's 75 mobile, right? So
Really, yeah.
yeah, hopefully they're not bidding while they're sitting at a stoplight or doing something. It is fun to watch that transition, and of course the activity jumps up pretty big this morning. So when you get to the website, folks, you're going to find that we have these amazing, cute paws. I love our paws. These are actually buttons, friends, and you can click on them, and they'll take you to that destination. And while I'm here, just looking at it, Barb, folks can still buy tickets to join us next Saturday. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Go to wineandwhiskers.org. Spell out the word and.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll put it on the screen again just in case somebody says, "Hey, I didn't know I could still get tickets."
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go there, and then you're going to click on the tickets button, and bingo, there they are. It pops up, and new this year, you only need an event ticket. We're not selling tables because of the format. We'll talk a little bit about later, but there still looks like there's about 20, a little less than 20 tickets available. So jump on
Right.
there, and we've got a little map if you're trying to figure out where Abbey Road Farm. It's right there on the page, and you can click on that and go there also. So
Yeah.
once you've done that, the other thing I want to draw your attention to is let's talk about bidding online, because we have three types of auctions for people to participate over the next 9 days. we're going to start with our online auction. And that's really cool, Barb, because that's open to everybody that wants to support
Right.
Newberg Animal Shelter. You don't have to have a ticket, folks, to participate in our online auction. And bidding opened at midnight last night. And when I got going this morning, I checked on it, and people were already bidding. In fact, there were folks bidding throughout the night, evidently. So that's a good thing.
That's great.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, it's awesome. So I'm going to just look here. What is it? Over 160 items. Am I right? Is that
Yeah, it's pretty neat too. We have a wide variety of items. I mean,
yeah, we have an
all
incredible
of it.
variety. Yeah, an incredible variety. I'm going to, I mean, even, the one night stay at the Allison. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see that in an online auction very often. That's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
And we've got just all sorts of different things. I'm gonna try to find one here because I always need to place a bid when I do this. I love La Sierra. It's one of my favorite spots. It's let's see here. I'm gonna go. You know what? A night of chance at the Oregon coast. Wouldn't that be fun? I wonder what that is. Let's take a look. Well, you know what that is? That's a
That is
one
a
night.
fabulous package. It's a
That it
stay,
is. Yeah,
it's
that it is.
overnight and $100 coupon for any of their restaurants. So
Wow, that's
great.
phenomenal. And
Yeah.
and I believe it's an ocean view room. How about that?
Yeah,
I mean, wouldn't need
deluxe.
I mean, deluxe ocean view room. So, folks, when you click onto an individual item, let's just roll through, and I want to make sure everybody understands things. It says bidding ends on this item in 9 days plus bid extension. And what we mean by bid extension is that our software treats the online auction just like I would treat an auction in person. When I'm calling bids from the podium, I would not say sold until people quit bidding, right? But we also have a timing element. And so what happens is this item is scheduled to close on May 3rd. That's a Sunday after we're together at Abbey Road Farm. That's the next day at noon. Okay, so that's when it's scheduled to close. But bid extension says that if that item receives a bid within the last 5 minutes, so from 11:55 a.m. until noon, if it receives a bid in that 5-minute window, then it will automatically notify the bidder that has been outbid. And in addition, it will extend the closing time 5 minutes to give everybody an opportunity to bid again, right? So just like me saying going once, going twice, not quite yet, we're going to keep taking bids, right? So, I always encourage folks, don't think this is like eBay where you can try to place a bid at the last millisecond, and we call that sniping it in the auction industry. That does not work with this format and this utility available from our friends at Octria. So don't worry about that. The next thing you're going to see here is current high bid is $50 by MLG, and that leads me to another comment. By MLG, when you register, Barb, you have the opportunity to choose a nickname. Okay.
Right.
And I think it's kind of fun with an event like Wine and Whiskers. I think you ought to theme up your nickname a little bit, right? Maybe it's your favorite cat or dog or pet's name. You could be bidding as your. I might have to change mine to Meatball or Duke. I don't know. Duke would be a pretty good bidder. Meatball, I don't know. He'd probably buy some things he didn't want. But so it tells you exactly what you've got to bid next. Okay, so it's saying you have to bid at least $60, right? And then here's where you're going to actually place your bids, Barb. And in this case, this package is worth over $300, right?
Right.
Which is fantastic. I mean, a night stay and $100 gift certificate for dining while you're there. I look at that and I say, wow, I might pay $200 for that package. Okay. But there's also a side of me, Barb, that says I'd love to only pay 60, right?
Sure.
That side, right?
Yeah.
So what we do with our software, we have a feature and it's called proxy bid. And what that implies is that we can set this $200 bid as a proxy bid. And what that means, Barb, and to our audience, is that it is going to allow the computer to place the lowest bid possible for me to remain in the lead. So in this case, it said $60, okay? And it will automatically raise my bid as others bid against me up to the $200 or my proxy bid level, okay?
Right.
So that's a very handy feature, and I'm always encouraging people. It's also an easy way to help you save some money, okay? And the reason I
Mhm.
say that, Barb, is that if I went in here and I placed just a $60 bid and somebody came in and bid $70 ahead of me, then my next bid would have to be $80, okay?
Right.
But
Mhm.
because I've set the proxy bid, I can, when that next person comes in and bids 70, it will automatically advance my bid to 70 because in essence, I bid first, right?
Right.
And
Right.
it will, in essence, that saves me $10. And there's another trip to Dutch Bros there in Newberg, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
I like this package. I hope I don't upset MLG, but here we go. So you just place that bid 200, and are you sure you want to bid up to a maximum? Yes, I am. Every now and then I put an extra zero, Barb, so I have to be careful. And there, bingo. Well, now how about that? Did you see what happened there? Oh, MLG's really mad at me right now.
MLG already beat you.
Yeah, she did. Uh, she did. She had placed a proxy bid, and based on what I'm seeing, I'm going to say it was $150, right? Because it says now that I have the current high bid at $160. Okay.
Aha.
Uh, so if I scroll down here, Barb, you can see that that my bid is at 160, which implies that MLG had placed a proxy bid at $150. So there we
Right.
go. Sorry about that, MLG. And as I say all the time, Barb, there are no friends at an auction.
Right.
And
Right.
more importantly, every bid is raising money for the Newberg Animal Shelter. So
Absolutely. I
yeah,
love it.
so I don't feel terrible about it. Okay. The other thing that I want to draw your attention to, because you know what happens a lot of times in these events is that friends that are associated or know about the shelter, they're very excited. They want to get in there, they want to bid it up, and but not every single item is for them, right? I mean,
Right.
our buddy Deb's more of a cat person. I'm more of a dog person, right? So, but if I saw something that I thought was great for Deb, I could turn around and I could click on this little paper clip right here, and that would copy a link, and I could email her or text her this one single item to
Oh,
draw her
that's great.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot
I
about.
could I could say, hey, as I'm scrolling through the catalog and it makes me think about a good friend, I might just go ahead and share that single item and say, hey, I saw this item on the Newberg Animal Shelters auction, thought of you, bid high, bid often, right? And
Yeah.
support the animal. So that's a great way to get the word out, right? And so
Yeah.
we encourage people, you can do it with the paperclip and copy the link. You can also share it here. The other thing you can do, Barb, is you can put it on your Twitter feed or on your Facebook feed, and it will build a post for that individual item and put it on your
Oh,
Facebook page. So,
that's great.
so if we could get our board members over there at Newberg Animal Shelter Friends to, let's say do something like on a daily basis, pick an item and share it
Yeah.
out to their social feed, right? Once
Yeah.
people
Very good.
come to the once people come the to the item, they tend to go ahead and scan through the whole event, right?
Right.
And so that would be a lot of fun. The other thing I encourage people to do, because today is the opening day, is that you're going to look at a lot of items, right? Because there is so many, which is fantastic. Okay. When you see an item, you're not quite ready if you want to bid yet or not, go ahead and put a star on it. Okay. And
Oh, there you go.
when you star that item, when I go back to the catalog, I can say, show me items I've starred. Okay. And then I could see all the items that I thought I wanted to bid on. Then I could go in and I could place all my proxy bids, and away I would go. And that would be the most economical way to support the shelter. Any questions on that, Barb?
No, I'm glad you explained all that, because even some of those little, I didn't know about the star. That's
Yeah, yeah,
great.
it's a handy tool, and our friends at Octria, they've figured it out. I mean, they got all the tips and tricks to making
Uh,
sure you enjoy your auction experience. So feel free, folks, in our audience here. It's great to have you tuning in. As you do, feel free, drop a question. If I say something and you think, hey, what did he really say there, or what did he do? Feel free to drop in a question, and of course, always say hello. All right, just put a little hi, and tell us how you're connected to the Newberg Animal Shelter. Okay, so there's how I get started there, Barb. Then I'm going to go back to everything. I wanted to showcase a few items, and I there's one I have to jump on right now as a lifelong NFL fan, growing up in San Antonio, Texas. And
oh, that is a great package.
this right here is unbelievable, folks. We have two game tickets to a Green Bay Packers game. If you've ever wanted to be in Lambeau Field, here is your chance. You want to talk about a bucket list item. This is it. You can go to Lambeau Field. This is a tickets package. It also has some swag and fun stuff. You can pick up your own cheese head when you go there and come home. You know, you'll be the toast of the town, running around Newberg or throughout the state of Oregon with your cheese head on. But yeah, this is the one and only Lambeau Field, the iconic Lambeau. You can go there in the middle of the winter to watch a game, and on the frozen tundra, as they like to say there at Lambeau. Or maybe you want to go a little earlier in the fall when it's a toasty, nicer temperature, hopefully. But this is an amazing package. I just can't imagine. Look at old Chris. He must be a Packers fan. He thinks he's going for $10 right now, but that ain't gonna last, right? But go Pack! And what an amazing opportunity to have this in our online auction. And
Yes, we were
yeah,
lucky with that one. And we
yeah,
also
that
have some other things that are sports related too. We have, just, memorabilia, and we have the rodeo at St. Paul, just
yeah. Yeah,
odds.
we have, and
Yeah,
and all their items have been categorized, Barb. So if
right.
somebody wanted to look at, experiences, then it's going to pop right up. And here's some, some of the different experiences. You said St. Paul Rodeo,
Yeah,
always a popular ticket in the state. You got the Vista Balloon Ride. That's a fun deal. Looky here, we got White Salmon River rafting
river
this year.
raft.
Yeah, why wouldn't that work? And Wings and Waves, obviously, right there in Newberg, great place to take the kids on a hot summer day or a cold summer day. It doesn't matter. Kids never care
Yeah,
when they get in that when they go to the water park, do they? And then you got some great wine tasting. You got golf in here. These are just the experiences, folks.
right.
There's also a kayak skills class, paddling. I mean, wow. Master brewer for a day. I bet that has something to do with our good buddy Paul Warden, doesn't it?
Yes, that might just be Mr. Paul Warden.
It certainly looked like him. Yeah, this is awesome. You and a friend are invited, and it doesn't have to be a furry friend. It can be any friend. But you're going to come and join seasoned home brewer Paul Warden, and he's going to help you make your own brew. 5 gallons of home brew. Wow.
Yeah,
You can.
he
Yeah.
makes really great beer too.
Well, I'm going to have to ask for some sometime. So that is awesome. But like I said, there's so many packages. A lot of times this can be kind of fun just to go and look at them by kind of the categories, right?
Sure.
We've got a lot of great restaurant opportunities, everything from Trellis and Dundee to Old Town, one of our favorites there in Newberg, and their group of restaurants, Blue Moon Lounge, Wildwood Cafe. La Sierra, always supporting town. The Newberg
Yeah,
Gundian is a great bistro right there in town. So there's a lot of fun stuff here, Barb.
yeah. I think
I
we
know.
have a good variety this year.
Yes, I would agree 100%. And I saw this one earlier. I had to click on it. I thought, I wonder why somebody would donate soaps. And then I found out that these are also there are some canine friendly soaps in this
Yes, it's a
basket.
very aromatic basket.
Is
Really
it is it making your dining room smell good right now? Is that what you're telling me?
to the point where I almost had to move it out of the kitchen for a while. But it's
Rick
really
said
a pretty basket, and the soaps are apparently not handmade, but they're not say
they're rough
something you
cut. They're
buy
rough
in the
cut.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's not something you would just get at your local
right,
Safeway or yeah.
right,
Yeah, this is awesome, and there's always a link. A lot of times on a lot of our items, there's a link to the website so you can learn more about the product, and so
right.
that's really cool. Barb, this is usually the part of the program that I would ask, what items do you think people need to know about that you are not bidding on? Give me some highlights.
That I am not bidding on.
Yeah, no, you never want to
Um,
encourage other people to bid against you, right?
Right, exactly. Well, I think there are some wonderful activity type things like anyone with kids would like to go to the Bullwinkles thing or the Wings and Waves, like, or the water park, like you
Yeah,
already mentioned.
yeah,
And there are some pet items, I mean, we are all about pets and animals. So there's
yeah.
several baskets that have to do with pets. And then our really good friends at Newberg Liquor Store donated their wonderful baskets again. They always do theme baskets. So one is a beach basket with liquor in it, and one
There you
is a
go.
martini basket and stuff like
Well,
that.
that might be an awesome bid on the
Yeah.
liquor baskets, and then bid on a hotel stay somewhere. So
Yeah, and we have really cool jewelry. If
yeah,
anyone's looking for a present for mom or anything like that, we have some nice jewelry pieces.
yeah.
Uh,
I have to I know our good friend Amber Fowler and the Fowler Family Fund has supported the Newberg Animal Shelters
yes,
very generously, and I every time I see this opportunity, I get pretty excited. The Tiffany and Co.
yes.
Right?
I think everyone needs a Tiffany bowl for their dog or cat.
And that's exactly right. You got to have your Tiffany. And look, it comes with the blue box and the blue bag and the whole deal, huh?
It
How
is
cool is that?
100% from Tiffany.
It is 100% from Tiffany's. That is awesome. But yeah, you were saying about a lot of the pet stuff. Obviously, it couldn't be Wine and Whiskers without a lot of great
Right.
things
We
for
also
our.
have beautiful quilts. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, let's get into that. Let me see if I can navigate myself and well, there's a couple right there. Yeah, look at that. How about this one?
oh,
I think
it's
you and I
just
were
gorgeous.
looking at this one yesterday because this is two-sided, right, Barb? And
Yes, it's
it's cats on
reversible.
one side and dogs on the other. And
Yeah, it's
look at there.
really
There's
pretty.
there's you can see a little bit of the puppies, and I'm going to suspect. Yeah, there you go. And there's what a
Yeah.
fantastic quilt. And you might find this hard to believe. I'm not a quilter myself, Bart, but I do have a tremendous amount of respect for those who can. And this is done by Greg Robbins, and
Yeah.
what a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Thank you for providing that to the shelter, Greg. That's just spectacular.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have some really great stuff. So everybody should take a look, scroll through, and
yeah,
keep on
and
bidding.
yeah, and when you see something that you think somebody else might like, and it's not your taste, hit that little share button and share it out there and get them. Because we don't we want support from everywhere. So jump in there and get it done. Right? That's awesome. Looky there, we
Absolutely.
already got a bid on that game day at
Ah,
Lambeau. All we did was bring it up, and somebody jumped all over that.
great.
That is awesome. So yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a fantastic event. I want to jump a little bit, if we could, Barb. I want to talk a little bit more about the event over at Abbey Road.
Right.
We have refreshed the event, and we know today in our society, and folks are really challenged to give up their entire Saturday evening, right, for
Right.
an event. And so we changed our format up this year, refreshed it a little bit to make it appealing to an even bigger audience, and it seems to be working so far. That's fantastic. But we're going to start at 4 o'clock with a with a social hour, and it's going to be there's going to be lots to do. Right, we're going to be enjoying the grounds there at Abbey Road. Hopefully it's a sunny day like it is today. I assume it's sunny
Yeah,
in
I hope
Newberg. It
so.
is in
Yeah.
Beaverton, and they have a wonderful little outside patio area right there outside the room. We'll have the social hour. We'll have some hors d'oeuvres. Obviously, lots of wine because it is Wine
Yes.
and Whiskers. We've got a wine wall going at that time, right?
Yes.
We've got our mystery box raffle. We've got tell us about all the things going on then.
Well, you've pretty much mentioned it. The wine wall is going to be fun because anyone that buys does a pull of a cork, they get that bottle, and they can also enter then a drawing for a Magnum from Tresori Vineyards. We're going to
Wow.
gift that at the end. And then the big thing this year that we've never been able to do before, but it's going to be fun. We're going to bring some animals, some dogs, and maybe even some cats that are from the shelter, and just kind of have our pets, or not our pets, but the pets from the shelter come and visit with the folks.
Yeah.
Abbey Road doesn't mind that, and we're just going to pick a couple of the dogs that we think are suited to this, and that should be fun to have them there.
Yeah, take your picture. Take your picture with shelter animals, and maybe, who knows, start the process of taking one home. Who knows?
We're going to have a photo booth and just some fun, different things. And it's, like you said, a new kind of a setting for us. We're not having like tables with dinner, but we're going to have like theater seating for the program.
Yeah. So after the social hour, we'll move into the main space, and then we'll have everybody sit down, more theater style, and we'll focus on our fundraising. I'm excited to be joined by my old buddy Brian Bowe, a really charismatic, energetic individual, well known in the community. And Brian's going to help me MC the event and help us with our live auction. And speaking of our live auction, Barb, we got a good one this year, don't we?
Oh, it's going to be great.
And you can go right now and check it out on a live auction preview. Let's talk a little bit about this. We've got an incredible amount of nice packages. I think we're at 9 packages in our live auction. And hey, friends, these packages are available for bidding for those that are in person at the event. Okay, but we have another great array. And somebody reached out, Barb. They wanted to say hello, so I'm going to throw them in there. Mary Ann Wilson wanted to make sure.
Oh, well, Barb. Hello, Mary Ann Wilson.
Yeah. How about that? You're one up on me already. So that is fantastic. But we've got, you mentioned Cathedral Ridge earlier. They put together an amazing package valued at over $1,000.
Yes.
And this package is going to be in our live auction. What a unique opportunity. It's got a premier tasting experience for 68 guests in it. A couple of their best bottles of wine are going to be amazing. A couple of Rydell crystal logoed wine glasses, and this is a really, really cool package.
They have 2 locations. One is up in Hood River. It's just a beautiful venue, and then the other one is down in Dundee. So they have graciously offered to be the sponsor for the wine this year. They're pouring, and their wine is really great. And I love those 2 dogs on those
Aren't
bottles.
Looky there. That's awesome. So yeah, our friends at Cathedral Ridge, big shout out to them. Thank you. Hey, Dylan's back. Last year, he had put his Dylan's Guide Service had put a fishing trip in, and it got taken with the golden button. So nobody got to bid on it. But this year it's back, and what a great opportunity. We also have a new board member with the shelter going to be hosting a dinner for 6 up at their vineyard. This is a cool package too, huh, Deb?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be fun. Shelley is just wonderful. She and her husband Bill are offering this package. It's like a curated dinner with special wines, special food, package for 6. So that would be a wonderful package.
What a great experience. And if you have a special experience, you have a special maybe celebration or some folks that are going to be in town you want to showcase, what a great way to do it with
Right.
right there with this special package. I mentioned her earlier. I'm going to mention her again because this is a really cool donation from the Fowler Family Fund. But this is from the Beaver State Collection of Pendleton Woolen Mills. This is an amazing, amazing quilt. I guess you would call it a quilt or a blanket, I guess you would call it, right?
Blanket, yeah.
Yeah. But this is awesome. It is so special that it's also going to come with some classy clamps, which I had to educate myself. But that's for you to be able, if you wanted to, it's
If you
such a
hang
beautiful
it,
piece.
you
You
want,
can hang it on your wall, right? Like a
right.
piece of art. So that's really cool. That's awesome. We're going to, I love this package. I got to click on it here. This is the Blazers. We couldn't be prouder of what they're doing right now, and we're optimistic they're going to pull it out down in San Antonio. But regardless if they do or they don't, they deserve a toast to their incredible season this year. And we have a ball signed by this year's team with the Blazers. And in addition, former Blazer, now Atlanta Hawk, CJ McCollum and his beautiful winery there in the Dundee Valley area, Newberg Valley area, has donated a magnum of his Heritage 91. So what a great way. It even comes with proof certification of the different folks that signed the ball. So that'll be fantastic. And we're going to start it off our live auction with toasting the Blazer season. Hopefully it won't be over by then. Maybe it'll still be
We're
going
going to
on.
win. We're going to keep winning.
That's right. That's right. And it wouldn't be Wine and Whiskers if we didn't have we didn't identify our next spokes cat and spokes dog. These are the two that are these are the two illustrated right now. Our current spokes cat and spokes dog are right here on the screens for you. But we sell this, and this is a really unique package to the shelter and to Wine and Whiskers. If you buy this package, first of all, you get an incredible photo session with the one and only Lori Ackerman, who is just incredible at photography and really does some special things, especially with animals, and does a lot of work, I know, for you guys at the shelter.
Yes,
you get a package, and this one
great.
on the spokes. Yeah, and the spokes cat one even comes with a beautiful hand quilted quilt by Sherry Phipps this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
we
awesome.
try to put we use the animal's likeness all year long to be our spokes cat or spokes dog. So it kind of showcases your animal. Yeah.
And, we talked a little bit earlier. I have to touch on both of these because I think they're amazing packages. We talked about a bucket list by going to Lambeau Field as a bucket list experience. We also talked about the amazing Allison Inn, but I'll tell you what, this one right here at the Black Walnut Inn and Anthology is their restaurant. This is a one-night stay, and included with that is dinner for two at Anthology. So if you're in the know, as they say, then you know how special this is. And if you've got a special occasion coming up in your life, maybe a life milestone, maybe a very special birthday coming up, or you just want to, once in a while, just a bucket list item to enjoy the Black Walnut, and especially the restaurant there at Anthology is going to be an amazing, amazing event. And that's in our live auction. And then also back in this one's a great package. Big thank you to the Wilson family and Dr. Tom and Melinda Malilio. This is a really cool 4 nights at a beachfront home down in Rockaway Beach. And when I say beachfront, this is right out the you couldn't be more beachfront than that, right?
The beach.
It is on the beach. And in addition, you get a flying tour with Fly Seaside in a helicopter, which is an amazing package. So this is what it might look like for you when you're up in that helicopter. But look at this home, Barb. How amazing is this home?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And this is for 4 nights there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We can't Melinda and Dr. Tom always supporting Newberg Animal Shelter.
Oh,
So
they're
it's a nice way.
wonderful. They're
Yeah,
great
fantastic.
supporters and
And we have some of their Olea wine in the online auction also. So it's fantastic. I think we'll even have some in the silent. And that's one of the fun things about your event that I love, Barb, is that we also do have a silent auction for our silent auction aficionados. That'll take place during the social hour there at Abbey Road, and we always have some cool things. And this looks familiar to me because I might have a couple of these that I've bought at Wine and Whiskers over the years in my home. And this is from Schooner Creek Designs, and I believe it's a relation to you, aren't I? Believe I'm correct.
you are. It's my brother and my nephew, Schooner
Yeah,
Creek. It's my
yeah.
brother, Ralph Cunningham.
And they make amazing pieces, and it's
They do. They're quite
yeah.
artistic.
Yeah, and this will be in the silent auction. So that's awesome. We got some special bottles of wine from Potter's Vineyard. We've got an amazing another couple of fun projects here. We've got another quilt that is just beautiful. We've got some jewelry. We've got some cat things. This glass
Little of
plate is
everything.
really cool. Yeah, yeah. I hear from somebody that this mosaic garden table is beautiful. And you know what? It's never too early to start thinking about Christmas. And
Right.
getting your Christmas tree and wreath at Wine and Whiskers is kind of sets the tone. And looks like my good friends Rick and Barb Lipinski are making that available to us. So never too soon to start thinking about Christmas, is it, Barb?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, Barb, this is going to be an amazing event. As we said a few minutes ago, if you haven't got your tickets, get on here, get your tickets. It could not be easier, friends. We would love to see you out. Come out, pet the pets, play with us at Abbey Road Farm and Winery. Check out the animals from the shelter that are going to be there, so you can get your picture in the photo booth, get the wine pole. Get your mystery boxes, your golden. I mean, there's so many things for you to do when you come to Wine and Whiskers. It's going to be a great event, Barb. Thank you so much.
I hope so. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. And it's going to be
it wouldn't
a lot
be
of fun.
Wine and Whiskers without Patrick. So.
Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. All righty, friends. If there's any last minute questions, you want to drop them in there right now, or you're going to miss out. But don't miss out on Wine and Whiskers. It's May 2nd next week at Abbey Road Farms. It's going to be a fantastic event. Doors will open at 4:00, so a little bit earlier than normal. Like we talked about, we're not doing the big sit down dinner. We're doing more appetizers and wine, and then we're going to sit you down theater style and raise some money for the shelter to help it continue to serve the animals that end up there, unfortunately, as no fault of their own, right? And it's going to be an amazing event. Barb, I look forward to seeing you next week. I'm sure we'll chat between now and then, as always. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Everyone.
Get out there.
Bye.
Get out there, bid high and bid often, would you?
Absolutely.